Hello and welcome to another art time-lapse video. In this video I'll be drawing one of the DracoStryx prompts for the Survivalist career. The Survivalist career is one that lets you get like items and the game's currency and stuff like that. The other careers were breeding and fighting, like battling with other people. And I decided that I didn't really vibe with either of those, so I was like, I like collecting things. So I chose the Survivalist career. The first prompt is to draw your Strix and your rider fishing. So and this, obviously I drew them fishing. I had a lot of trouble with this pose here. It took me a long time to get it right. But I think I'm pretty pleased with it in the end. Now here's where the main issue with this picture is, and I hope to rectify it in the future, even though it'll be a little difficult, but I drew Rocky the Strix way too small. He's barely big enough to ride in this picture, even though the human is his rider, he is too small. So I actually went ahead and drew a size reference, and Rocky is ginormous compared to Scott, the rider. But that's just how it is. Strix are really big dragon birds, so. Here I am messing around with a potential background. I don't go with this because it didn't really, I don't know, I just didn't like it that much. I didn't feel like it fit. So I go ahead and I draw them doing something else. Sitting on a riverbank or a creek or something. Just some kind of body of water catching fish. In a forest, because I like drawing forests for some reason. I feel like I'm taking way too long with sketches, even though, like, I don't know, it took me maybe like an hour or less to draw that sketch, and that feels a little too long, even though now I'm kind of cutting corners when it comes to doing the line art. Like, I'm not fussing over it being absolutely perfect anymore, because you're probably not gonna see it anyway when I shrink it down, at least. I'm having an easier time doing line art now that I'm not zooming in while doing it. Though there I am zooming in a little bit. Just, I'm not going past like 100% for the most part. I didn't do a very good job on these fish, though they do look like fish, but they don't look like excellent fish. I forgot I did this stupid hat. The women want me, fish fear me. I remember I got into like a little meme rabbit hole of hats like that. I thought it was so funny, so I decided to draw it on Scott wearing a stupid hat. It's not really noticeable in the full picture once it's done, but I don't know, it's pretty funny to me. And if your art doesn't make you laugh, then what's the point? No, I'm just kidding. Your art doesn't have to make you laugh. It should bring you some amount of joy or comfort or something, but it doesn't have to make you laugh. I noticed when I'd watch other artists speed paint or time lapse or whatever they want to call it, they don't seem to use the fill bucket. I don't know if there's something wrong with it. I don't know if I should stop using it, but I'm a really lazy artist, so I just use the fill bucket, and for the most part it turns out okay. I don't know anything about fashion, so Scott just kind of wears the same thing over and over again. Kind of like me. I just wear t-shirts and jeans. One day I'll have Rocky's pattern memorized, and I won't have to switch between the ref and the image that I'm working on. I keep forgetting to put his fade on him. Like, I noticed I drew a picture a long time ago, the Rocky's training too, and I completely forgot to do the dark part and the light part on his face and tail. So I had to go back and edit that. This water isn't the most spectacular thing in the world, but you can kind of tell it's water, so it does its job. I love that I put so much effort into getting all the details right, and then I just go ahead and cover it all up with the shading. Oh well, I like the way it turned out, so. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this time lapse, and I hope you're having a great week so far, and I'll see you in the next one maybe. Goodbye.